Ready to get this game started. Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And we're underway from Seattle. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
Draw play. This is Williams. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 32. It's complete to Whittington. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Rams are going to have a first down. They're throwing it. Got Washington. It's complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They'll throw it. That one's complete, right side. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Putting a receiver in motion. On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. On 2nd and a few. Escapes the pocket. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams finish up an excellent opening series. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Sanders all set to send it away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And they'll be led out by the longtime veteran at QB.
2 numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, well, he cares less about those 2 numbers. He's more...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Darnold looking to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Darnold has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. There on the tackle, the rookie out of Auburn.
At the Rams' 39-yard line.
From the 39. Cox, Cooper Kupp makes the play. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 20-yard line.
Here's Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long.
Brings up third down.
Darnold now to throw. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. It's Matt Hawk who's headed out there to punt on fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyren Williams again. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Finds his back, Kyren Williams. He's got to gain a 6 there. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. From the 17. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they need to get 4 on third down. Back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Third and long for him here. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Offense to the line for second down. Back now, pressure on its way. Gets this one to Blake Corum. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Short pass brought in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Finds him over the middle. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Slot man in motion left. Now run here with Blake Corum. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. They'll try with Corum. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
It's a turnover on down.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Completed over the middle. He's touched down behind the line as this one goes the wrong way. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. 7-0 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They have second and pretty long here. Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A give up the gut to Walker. And they'll stop him, but not until he has a nice little gain down to the 32. 2nd and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. 3rd down from the gun. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
A 49-yard attempt.
Maher connects there. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. I'll start on the ground, Corum. His push straight ahead nets maybe a yard at most. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Corum again. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They'll send their tight end right. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Complete out to the right side. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. 2nd and 4. Looking right, and he finds him. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. To the air, 3rd and long. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it. Jordan Stout's headed out to punt it away on 4. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. It's complete to Hunter Henry. And he'll get it up to the 27. 2nd and 3 now. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Dumped off to his running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They go play action here. Into the hands of Walker. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They are throwing it again. He'll get this to Henry. Some careful consideration.
Previous play is under review.
So the challenge ends up successful. He, in fact, did not get both feet in. This is incomplete. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They'll stick with Corum. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it brings up an LA 1st down. From the gun, a carry by Corum. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Give to Corum from the gun. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 3 yards to pick up that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. Here's Jordan Stouts coming on again to punt. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. He's got this at the 27. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it'll be Seahawks football. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Pass complete to Walker. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. That's taken in by Cup. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Now Darnold. That's taken in by Henry. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They're set up at the 35 now. Darnold. He's on the move. He takes it himself. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 29. Walker hauls it in. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's Darnold to throw. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
A 37-yard attempt.
Maher connects there. And that cuts the lead back down to a lower point.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2-for-2 for this kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Rams are going to get the football one last time in this first half. And clinging to this 1-point lead, Brock, probably don't want to risk too much here. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for 1st down. Throwing it to start this drive. Throw reeled in by Whittington. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 32. Complete out to the right. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. That brings us to halftime with the visiting Rams out in front. Now we'll go coast to coast. Jonathan Coachman. Not a big window for those halftime speeches. They're right back out of the locker room and set to resume play with the 3rd quarter. Sanders all set to send it away. This return starts at the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. So as we get set to begin the 3rd quarter, it's the Seattle offense who's going to be out there first. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. So 2nd down coming up. To throw, here's Darnold. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Rams will take possession. To throw here on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 48. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And this one doesn't go far. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground with Williams. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw now. Makes the grab in bounds left side. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Pass it down close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Williams. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. Jason Sanders on for the field goal. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Aubrey puts it through. And that'll push their lead to 4.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Breaks the tackle, still going. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Going to the ground again on first. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 36. Henry on the catch. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Darnold looking to throw. Setting up the running back screen. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Here's Walker running right. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Running with Walker again. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing here, Darnold. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Punting unit out now. Matt Hawk will kick it away. And they won't be able to return this one as it sails out of bounds. Out come the Rams on offense. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the 2nd half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every 1st down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Getting out to his left. Now here he goes. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. To the sideline, and Adams snags it. Ooh, Mike McDonald not...
Previous play is under review.
So not only do they not get the result that they wanted, but they're going to lose what could be a very valuable timeout too. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. That one complete to Whittington. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Brought down by Reek Woolen. Third and long for him here. It's complete to Whittington. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. The Rams are set to punt. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. Averaging over 50 yards a kick, and this is another one well hit. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. This, our last play of the quarter. Walker on 1st down. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. Second and 6 coming up here. Thrown back, gets the handoff. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They go with Williams on the counter. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. All right, here we go, 2nd down. Another run for Williams. And this one does not go far. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Looking to the air here. Seahawks bringing the pressure, and they got him. The Rams are set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And they're going to take over possession. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Buying some time left. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Even if this QB knew from the very get-go somebody be waiting for him, there's no chance he was going to salvage that play. I'd be surprised if he even got a second to look upfield before he was greeted with the big old open arms for an easy sack.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Darnold. Garner's got it. Complete. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. They'll run now on 2nd down. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? Well, put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action, right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action...
Oh, he lost the football! Picked up by the Rams! Reaches the 40! Into the red zone! And he's going to take it back for the LA touchdown! The Rams grow their lead off the turnover. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I could hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
But that quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Rams drive their lead to 11. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Seahawks offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now Darnold. A throw right side, finds Cup. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 2nd and 1. He'll get this to Henry. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Offense in the hurry up here. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Here's Darnold to throw. That's taken in by Henry. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Working quickly here. Here's 2nd and 7. That's taken in by Cup. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks at a 2-score deficit. To throw, here's Darnold. Dumped off to his running back.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. Here to
Touchdown, Seattle! All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Buys time, rolling right. And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now. And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Rams make the recovery. Ooh, can't get it back on the onside kick. Can still get a final chance with a quick 3-and-out, though, albeit not with a lot of time for them left to work with.
Yeah, Kate, unless they can force a miracle turnover, and we've seen that before, a 3-and-out is really the only avenue remaining. Defense, go buckle it up.
And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. He's back to throw. He's got a man left. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
He's down to a knee, and the Rams getting ready to celebrate this win.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's the Rams who take this one on the road. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently.